Hello and welcome to the Intel Brief. Today is Friday, 17 October. I'm your host Daniel, and today we're going to talk about Trump has said he will stop India from buying Russian oil. He's also said that he's going to meet Putin in Budapest to discuss the Ukraine war. And MI5 chief has been frustrated by the collapse of the UK-China spying case. So firstly, India's foreign ministry on Thursday neither confirmed nor denied claims by US President Donald Trump that India is ready to stop buying oil from Russia. On Wednesday, Trump told reporters at the White House that Indian Prime Minister Modi assured him that the oil purchases would wind down. Trump added that India could not immediately halt shipments, saying that it was a little bit of a process, but that the process will be over very soon. So what? This would be another massive blow to Russia, basically in terms of economic pressure put upon them. One of their biggest purchasers for oil currently is India, who is allegedly buying it and reselling it for a higher price, which, great business move, but not great to stop the war in Ukraine, as any money going into the Russian economy is currently getting funded into their war machine. So yeah, this would be another massive win for Trump, as it would apply some significant pressure on Putin, who, as we'll talk about soon, recently had a phone call with Putin. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if this is true and how this actually looks on the ground, because I can't imagine India just wants to give up free money because, it's human nature. And next, US President Donald Trump said on Thursday that he was set to meet his Russian counterpart Putin in Budapest, Hungary, without disclosing any specific information regarding a date for the meeting. In a post on Truth Social, he said, "I have just concluded my telephone conversation with Putin, with President Vladimir Putin of Russia," is how he wrote it, apparently. And it was very productive, saying that they're going to meet in Budapest sometime soon. So what? One of the first things that kind of strikes me is, how is Putin going to get to Budapest? Ukraine sure as fuck ain't letting him fly over top. Poland probably wouldn't be too keen, though Slovakia would let him, I'm sure. So that's kind of the first hurdle. I'm sure Trump will apply some pressure on Poland, because that seems like the most logical route is to fly over Poland. The Poles might, I don't know, it seems pretty diplomatically sensitive for Poland, who are very pro-Ukrainian at this point and very anti-Russian. So yeah, I don't really know. I'm sure Trump will want to put pressure on Poland to get that done, but how that will actually work, I'm not sure. So yeah, I don't know. A meeting between them would be good, though every time they meet, nothing really happens, and Putin kind of just delays the conflict further, which I don't understand how Trump hasn't seen the game plan so far. Just glaze Trump to fuck, and then, I don't know, you get a few more months of fighting in you. And lastly, Britain's MI5 spy chief said on Thursday that he was frustrated with the collapse of a Chinese spying case, which has led to scrutiny of whether the government was to blame, saying that Chinese operatives posed a daily national security threat. Britain's Crown Court Prosecution Service unexpectedly closed the case, dropping all charges last month against two British men who were former parliamentary researchers, Christopher Cash and academic researcher Christopher Berry, who were accused of spying for Beijing in 2021 and 2023. So what? I can imagine this is extremely frustrating for McCullen, who, he's relying on the government to back him up when he calls individuals out for being spies for a foreign country. Basically, it came down to that the government apparently didn't want to call China the enemy or label them as such. How that makes their case fall over, I'm not 100% sure, because surely stealing secrets for anyone, even if they're not an enemy, is a crime. So I don't really understand how these people aren't being charged. But hey, I'm not a lawyer. One kind of overarching issue that I see here is if you don't charge people who are caught conducting espionage for a foreign government, the next time that country's even any country's intelligence and agents make an approach on a parliamentary researcher, right? They can say to them, "Hey, look, mate, if you get caught, they might not even charge you. They didn't last time, so you know you might get away scot-free." So it kind of like recalibrates the risk reward balance that these people need to make when they're getting approaches made. Yeah, so pretty annoying, pretty shit. I can understand the MI5's frustration because it's just fucking dumb. Like, these people were stealing secrets for a foreign government who clearly doesn't think the same way or want the same things that we do. So, yeah, kind of fuck them. I like that they've been named and shamed because I hope they can never get a job again because that's fucking rude. Anyway, thank you for listening to the Intel Brief. I've been your host, Daniel, and I'll see you again on Monday. See you.